Bro, let me just be completely real with you. Wallahi, I can't sit and just watch Netflix all day. I can't sit and let my mind wander thinking about things which have no intention in my life. And I can't sit and just have small talk with people with no intention and goal behind the conversation. All I can do, all I feel purpose and all I feel good when I strive for is mastering my life and reviving Islam. And I wholeheartedly believe that there's a group of brothers who think that same way. I've met some of them, and every day I come to see more and more and more. And right now it's just a matter of us finding each other.
Bismillah. So right now, on the way to meet Brother Malik. We've been speaking for a while online, maybe like a year, but we never came together to collab on anything, and qaddar Allah ma sha fa'al. Both of us right now ended up in London. Alhamdulillah, I came to visit my wife's family. This is the first time I'm in the West in a while. And he ended up being right next to me. So, we're gonna come together, have some collaborations, business collaborations in seeking ilm, fitness, just everything to do with, leveling up our lives through the lens of Islam. And inshallah, we're gonna come together and just see what we can do, inshallah. I started Madrasa X a while ago, and I noticed that, everybody who wanted to make hijrah, to seek knowledge, to master their lives through the lens of Islam, one of the main bottlenecks holding them back was that they did not have a means to generate remote wealth. So I think this is one of the things we want to focus on now. We want to focus on teaching. We want to focus on helping Muslims do. We want to level ourselves up in this and just kind of like show the process of everything. That's why we want to come together and now start, I guess, this vlog to kind of not just talk about things, but show the process of us working, show the process of what it takes to build a business from beginning to end. And inshallah, that'll be a means to motivate, others out there to go and take that risk, to start this business, to make hijrah, to start seeking knowledge and everything, inshallah. The part of the journey, the mission that I'm on at this point, what's that mission? It's to help Muslims focus on acquiring wealth that they're going to use in pursuit of their hijrah, that they're going to use in pursuit of their talab al-ilm, in everything, and do that in a way where it's not just helping people in an individual way, but it's building a network, it's building an ummah, a group of brothers who are striving for the same things, who are holding that elite standard for themselves. And it's also kind of a blend of that lifestyle content and those informational videos.
What is happening, people coming along for the journey is transparent, is flowing, is real, is raw, genuine. And then within each of them, we're tying in Madrasa X.
Yes.
We're tying in 0 to 10K. We're tying in what that has done for us. Every single story, every element is tying into it,
and throughout
what it has done for us.
Yes, and they're getting throughout all the different aspects of our life, through our fitness journey, through our hijrah journey, every single thing we're doing, the story is building up over time, and the transformations are coming in real time.
Bro,
Exactly.
And when they see that, bro, there's no point for us saying, oh, join Madrasa X today to make 10K a month. Forget that, bro. Throw that to the side. They're seeing the transformation. They're seeing the evolution, but they're seeing the story come about. And it's like, bro, this would not be possible. One, because if Allah didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't happen. But two, because if there was not a means for us to make money online, how could we do this?
Exactly.
If we were working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, how could we do this? Some people are out here working jobs like slaves more than 40 hours a week. It's not 9 to 5. They're doing like 8 o'clock all the way to 9 o'clock at night.
Okay, even when I was seeking ilm, what was one of the biggest things?
people would have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They'd go and try to seek knowledge for a couple months, run back to America and do what? Trucking for a couple months. In and out. They're still doing that. 10 years, but they don't have a sustainable way to go out and sit and fully immerse themselves in their endeavors. We need to give people that sustainable way to make hijrah. For example, my property in Turkey, being able to purchase it, gave me the ability to get a 2-year residency permit every 2 years and keep renewing it. Other people who came to Turkey and didn't have that, they didn't have that ability to get a property, some of them had to go back. And they don't have anywhere to go back to except the West when they cut your visa off right away. What does that do? That, again, 1 foot in. Let's get one.
Subhanallah. Bro, Malik, you ain't got that. You ain't got that. You ain't got that.
Damn, bro, I can't be drinking coffee like this, man.
Yeah, so alhamdulillah, I reverted to Islam 12 years ago, and I had a very profound experience and reversion. And when I reverted, I reached a point where I didn't see any other logical step in my life except to dedicate my life to seeking knowledge, to understanding Islam, to implementing Islam. And my journey of seeking ilm started off in Saudi, where I got accepted to Imam Muhammad ibn Saud University in Riyadh. And when I went there and I started to study, I started to realize a big disconnect between gaining knowledge and implementing it. And I was seeing the neglect in certain aspects of my life, in my fitness, in my health, in my financial, stability and the ability to provide for my family. When I started to try to implement certain ahadith such as كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رائعته. Every single one of you is a shepherd, and every one of you will be accountable for his herd. And I understood my obligation towards my children. I went home and I started to figure out how to implement that. How do I safeguard my children? And I started to come to conclusions. Okay, for example, the education system, I don't feel comfortable with them in it. In order to bring them out of it, I need to implement a homeschool operation in my household. That's going to require funds to be able to, get the best tutors for them, to be able to pay for the curriculums, and so many different things. I started to see ahadith about hijrah, and the reality of hijrah is more than just picking up and moving to a different country. It's long-term stability. You have to navigate contemporary issues such as visa problems, not having to pick up and jump from place to place. I saw that when I tried to implement these ahadith, these teachings from Islam, there came so many things beneath it, which had to do with acquiring wealth, which had to do with being able to navigate the social climate of living in a different place. And I saw these things, the pursuit of wealth, the pursuit of fitness, as means of implementing different aspects of the Quran and Sunnah. And I wasn't understanding why other people that I was around, Tulabul Ilm, weren't facing the same dilemma that I was facing. And I came to the conclusion that many people were stopping at the memorization of things, the acquiring of knowledge, and they weren't trying to put it into action, and that's kind of what I want to do first and foremost for myself, for the brothers around me, for my family, and try to give off that message of knowledge being a means to action. And if we start implementing and have a focus on implementation, on action again, then I believe we'll be able to get a different result. We're going to see that manifest throughout the world through Muslims, and it's going to change the course of history, inshallah. It's so weird to be in a non-Muslim country again. Like, when the non-Muslims come up to you and they're like, hey, I'm just like, Malik, how are you, sir? We went to this banging Somali restaurant, mashallah. But the best ones are the ones when you ask for the menu, the guy looks at you and says, I am the menu, brother. You know that? That's how you know you're in an official spot. You go there, they give you a menu. If they take card, they're probably not official. You got to go to that spot and he got to be like, brother, you don't have cash. Then you know it's one of those like low-key good popping spots, bro.
Man came out, he brought us like a big thing of rice. Bro, after like 1 minute, he came out, he's like, brother, you are hungry, you don't eat rice? Bro, we just started, bro.
Yeah. On our way to the masjid now to pray Salat al-Asr. Gonna meet up with a couple brothers that live in Dubai. I met in a networking group. Bro, be careful. We can't have the cameraman get hit by a car. La qadar Allah.
Puerto Rico, nosotros comemos lo que sea, no importa.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
That's me as well. Whatever's in the table. Bismillah.
Exactly, Bismillah.
You've already said the Passover visa is legit, bro. Can I get a chicken or rice? Extra hot.
So, bro, with all this being said, what would life be like for you if money wasn't the limiting factor?
SubhanAllah. I think